Here we go. Two of the top 4 seeds we began this playoff journey have arrived at their championship moment. Each side earned a bye from a strong regular season. Each side won 2 playoff games to get here. Now, which side goes home with the ultimate trophy? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the LSU Tigers offense comes on the field first today. That's a group coming off an impressive win last week. Now they go on the road to face a strong defense that gets stirred up by this crowd energy. Let's see what they can do today, Kirk.
And, Chris, I think the fact that they were able to win the game last week, like you mentioned, gives them the confidence that they need to come into this environment and deal with this defense and try to get out of here with a win.
They'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Fires it to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Grab down the middle. It's Young. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 50-yard attempt. See if he's got the leg. The field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Okay, set. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And the ball to the ground. Ball scooped up by the defense. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up. And make 1st down yardage. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. The sure hands. It's Anderson. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Down quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Defense is coming after him. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the ball.
And it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Trying to find some room. It's McCray. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And the wideout goes in motion. To throw, it's Stockton. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the 1st down.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. And you can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Drop him back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. The pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. Took it all the way. They finally grab him. Lucky to give up field position and not points, though. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So
trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Deflected. The defense forcing the incompletion. Brings up 4th down. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. Who got it? The field goal's good.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And the first play of the drive now on the 25. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Movement here from the tight end. Again, thrown out of the RPO, it is complete. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker. Wideouts now clustered. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Well, they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed, and a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he can do is eat it.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And there's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That's caught. It's Brown. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Pop over the middle. It's Sharp.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. The offense threatening close to the goal line with a new set of downs. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the 1st half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that 1st arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. The coverage seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bell.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Dropping back. It's Stockton. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this 1st half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Dogs will line up to kick it away. About to punt for the 4th time tonight. See if he can make something happen with the return. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very 1st play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. 1st down, looking for more now. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs.
And they deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
That gain moves the ball to the 17, first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Oh, that is a tough drop for the offense. This tight end is normally very reliable as an option down here in the red zone. And if the quarterback can't depend on him in these situations, it can really limit what you can do as an offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Delivers quickly to the left side. Touchdown, LSU. They finish off the scoring drive. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll throw it now. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Looking to throw it on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Second down after that completion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Back to pass. It's Stockton. A deep shot to the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Bulldogs will have to kick it away. Coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Gets the first and still running. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. First down and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. The second and 10 after the previous play. Here comes the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Caught over the middle. It's Perry. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. A deep shot to the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Inside the 10. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Brown. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. One more play before they head to the locker room. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. He's looking deep down the middle. And the pass ball is incomplete in the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
Play action here on first down. The sure hands. It's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
The Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Quick throw over the middle. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run play.
A deep shot right down the middle. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 3. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, this defense just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Dropping back, it's Stockton. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They get it now, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that 1st down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. They can't stop him. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. 1st down from the 23.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great
touchdown dogs. And 6 more points to the total. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Here's a point after attempt. And they convert the point after, but still trail by 2 touchdowns, 31-17. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. He's tackled at the 17, so it's been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Looking for some space. It's Perry. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Caught over the middle. It's Perry. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So the misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. On the move now. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Handoff from the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Pounding away with the run game. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but it's a big gain up to the 47. First down. We're going to throw the football. Over the middle. It's Young.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Young. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Trying to create here on the move. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw again. Tight end makes the grab. Touchdown, Georgia. Still no answer for this offensive machine. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Went after, up and good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Let's say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the LSU Tigers.